Hey guys, welcome back to another podcast. I appreciate you guys for, just listening in general. If you guys have not subscribe. If you haven't liked it, if you haven't commented, let me know anything you guys want to know down below on this podcast. Actually, shout out to the guy who came up to me at our Adelaide pop-up and said that this podcast I should really continue to keep doing, and it's really helpful and insightful. Is that even a word? Insightful to him. I appreciate that so freaking much, because like I said, guys, at the very start of this podcast, I'm doing this for you guys. I'm really doing this so I can actually teach you guys things. And at the end of the day, I wished someone at my level, I wouldn't say I'm like fucking crazy high or whatever, I'm just saying I would love someone to give me some sort of pointers, helps, or anything that from someone that has, I'm gonna say, experience in the field, right? And I'm not gonna say I'm the best at what I'm doing, but I have to admit I'm able to make a living from what I do. So saying that, on today's topic, I want to speak about marketing on social media. Everyone sees it now. In the last couple years or so, I'm going to say in the last 2 years, it has been widely spread and oversaturated on Facebook and Instagram. But I highly believe right now we are still not understanding the value of Facebook and Instagram and Google AdWords and even social media marketing in general. I'm going to break this down to a few couple of things, and I'm going to start off with where I think social media marketing is at the moment and where it's going to go. So at the moment, I believe it's very undervalued, underpriced. We're paying $1 or even less for impressions and views and reach and whatnot. I'm currently paying maybe $1.17 per an event response. For me, per an event response means nearly 100% conversion. That means they know about the brand, they know where it's going to be, because if you get an event response, you actually have to read through the event and see if you're wanting to go, because nowadays everyone's getting event responses through Facebook, and it's actually getting to a point that it gets ridiculous. Like, I know my Facebook is plummeted with a lot of Facebook events, and if I'm able to convert one person to say they're interested or they're going, I take that as a win, because that's a long time customer. At the end of the day, that means it's up to me to, when that customer comes in, keep them as a long-term customer. So that $1 I have spent turns that customer to a long lifetime customer, which is, you can't really put a number on it. I would say $30,000 to $40,000 a year that customer might spend at my business. So that $1 really went far. So currently, I feel like people are not understanding or even just converting correctly. And where do I see it in the future? The way I see it in the future, we're going to have a problem. We're going to have a problem that we're going to see that bigger companies like Mercedes, like Vodafone, like Optus, like Telstra, like the bigger dogs in the commercial retail spot, they're going to soon realize that, you know what? $30,000 billboards a week doesn't really give us an ROI. There's no return of it. You can't really tell, because that's very top funnel marketing, right? But what if they spent $30,000 a week on Instagram and Facebook marketing? All of them, Macca's, KFC, all those big chain companies spend big money on Facebook and marketing. What's going to happen is that our dollar won't go as far. As I'm saying, I'm spending $1.17 per page event response right now, and I'm converting. That's going to change into $5 to $6. See, and this is where conversion marketing really matters. I remember back in the day, maybe 4 or 5 years ago, people did not know what Facebook pixels are. If you guys don't know what a Facebook pixel is, I'm going to give a quick breakdown of what it is. It's a URL that goes in the back. I'm going to try to break this down. Sorry, I'm holding back what I'm going to say, because I really want to break this down so everyone understands. I don't want to use terms that people won't understand and make it very simplified. So a Facebook pixel is a URL that you put in the back of your website, right? And so when someone clicks on that website, every time they go on Facebook or Instagram, and if you have an ad directed to them, they will always see it. A lot of people used to think, oh, you know what? The internet's listening to me. The government is listening to us. The government's watching us and all that. No. What it honestly is Facebook putting a pixel and following your IP. So just say, for example, one day you're jumping on eBay, or one day you're jumping on Essence and clothing, Yeezy, Adidas, or whatever, and you're like, hey, you know what? I want to buy this shoe. And then you check out, but you don't pay for your checkout. And then you're like, you know what? I don't want this shoe actually. I bet you for the next 7 days, you're going to see Adidas all over your Facebook feed, all over your Instagram feed. You're going to get emails. You're going to get X, Y, and Z. The reason for that is there's a pixel on the back end of their website tracking what you do. Okay. So now let's move a bit more forward about Facebook marketing and also about Instagram marketing and stuff like that. Rule number 1, guys, do not press that boost post button. If you guys see it on your Instagram, you see it at the bottom right hand corner, you're like, you know what? I'm going to smash that boost post button and I'm going to spend my money. You guys are going to be like, you know what? I get decent results. It's not. It's really Facebook just making money off you. You're literally throwing Facebook money. You're like, you know what, Facebook, have my $10. I'm going to give you some fake ass bullshit likes and impressions and reach, but you're not going to convert anything. So if you guys really, really want to go down to the hard bits of Facebook and Instagram marketing, I would suggest you guys go through ad managers and work through there. Like, you guys really, like, the power of Facebook marketing is insane, because you can actually direct to people on a certain street, a certain address. You can even direct people on what type of things they like. Like, for example, I'll give you guys a good example. For KOKAINE, I have likes like Yeezy, Adidas, Hypebeast, Sneaker Freaker, all the obvious ones. But then at the same time, I have people who go regularly checks in at Chai Time, regularly checks in at any boba cup, bubble cup sort of place. Also likes subtle Asian traits. Also likes random, more like Asian hype beast sort of thing, because that's my market. My market is young Asian people. So that's what I'm going to be looking for. I'm not going to go for the obvious ones. I'm going to go for the more least obvious ones, and then just sort of work my way up, find my great audience, and then market to that. And if you guys are using the boost posts just to get reach and impressions, I mean, yeah, I guess so. Because reach and impressions and likes and whatnot does not convert. Like, when I'm actually talking about converting, I'm talking about making a sale. You really want to use these, I would say, tools to convert people into customers. There is literally no point posting something and boosting it and you're just getting likes. That makes no sense to me. I would rather have 10 likes and 10 potential customers. There's no point having 100 likes and 0 customers. That's not converting. To me, that's just, I'm doing it for the clout. I'm doing it to get more likes. If that's your MO, that's what you really want to do, by all means, that's what you should be doing. But I highly do not recommend that. I find it a waste of money. You might as well just buy likes. Like, that's just stupid. I've noticed that I'm working on, if you guys see my business, KOKAINE, I have a very, I'm going to say, good engagement, 28,000 followers. And that's what I like, because I know a lot of companies now that have 300, 400,000 followers and are not getting the engagement that I get, not getting the conversions that I'm getting, because I'm targeting correctly. I really want to like be sure that my target audience and my purchasers and customers are very, very strong. Wow, my English is really, really bad right now. But I really target very, 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 what is wrong with me today? You know what, I just need to backtrack, let me think. But I really want my following to be true. And I want my customer base to be true. Like, people say that email is dead. I strictly believe not. I strictly believe that if you have a cult following that truly engages with your content, you will convert via email. I still have an emailing list. I still have 8,000 people on the KOKAINE emailing list. I'm still sending out emails. Because I believe that one conversion, that 2 people conversion, that's better than 0. That's how I truly see it. So let's rewind back. What I believe that you guys should be doing for Instagram and what you guys should be doing for Facebook and what people are sort of telling other businesses not to do. And I truly believe, okay, number 2. So number 1 was don't press that boost button. Number 2, I'm not going to say do not believe in the algorithm. There is an algorithm, but there isn't one at the same time, because everyone's saying, you got to know the algorithm of Facebook. You got to know the algorithm of Instagram. No, the algorithm is common sense, right? If you want more likes, you want more reach, you want more shares, you want more followers and whatnot, you post at the times that all your audience is on. Like, for example, if you have an Instagram business account, you can see, okay, cool, everyone's online from 6 to 9 p.m. My obvious thing would be, cool, they're all eating dinner. After dinner, they probably check their phone. So let's post about at 7:30, I get maximum engagement. Maximum engagement. That's the difference. The word is engagement, not conversion, right? So I strictly believe to convert a customer, you need to absolutely pound down your brand to them. Because, guys, when you wake up in the morning, guys and girls, guys is just a common saying, sorry, girls who are listening to this, but I truly believe if you do not smash your brand down their throats, your brand will be forgotten. Like, I'm going to give you guys a quick example. Look on this back wall of mine. I have at least 50 brands plus a brand on my t-shirt, a brand on that freaking ball. I got a bathing ape thingo. I got a Cause in Unico. I got Yeezy. I've got a whole bunch of things in the background going on, right? What brands stick out to you? And if you can label a brand like Supreme, you guys will know that Supreme is always in your face, right? And the reason why a lot of these brands are always in your face because it's repetition, and then it builds awareness to you. Very top funnel, very top funnel marketing. So on Sneaker Laundry, I do a whole different way of advertisements and swipe up Instagram stories and stuff like that compared to KOKAINE. KOKAINE's more of true content. I repost a lot of people's posts. I show that I care about other people and stuff like that, because that's the brand, right? But for Sneaker Laundry, we're trying to get customers. It's a business that needs customers and works on a customer base. So if you guys look at the Sneaker Laundry Instagram stories, every single post is on the Instagram story. Every single post, sorry, I just repeated myself, is directed to the customers. It always has a swipe up, and it always is directing a customer to a website, to our Sydney store, to our Melbourne store, to our brand new drop-off and pick-up locations, to a product. Because I truly believe if you keep doing it, the customer will sooner or later be like, oh, damn, I need a product to clean my shoes. My shoes is dead. Oh, wait, the Sneaker Laundry. That's what you want. You want your brand to be the first brand they think of when your brand is thought of. So that's a really weird way to say it, but just like the example, if my shoes are clean, my shoes are dirty, I want the first person that comes in my mind is the Sneaker Laundry. So that's why I constantly bombard people with advertisement. And another thing is, why do I say don't believe in an algorithm? Because I believe in humans, and I believe in how many times you guys check your phones and whatnot. So it's getting to a point now that your Instagram and your Facebook feeds are getting so flooded with just random people's crap, right? How do you stay on top of that? If you're posting only once a day at 6 p.m, by 7 p.m, that person's Instagram feed is a mile long. They're not going to scroll that long to actually look at your feed. Let's give a very easy example, right? If you're following 100 accounts, right? And I'm going to say out of that 100 account, 80%, 70% post every day, or maybe even and then maybe 10% of them post twice a day. Think about how many photos that you need to go through until you reach that post. So with the Sneaker Laundry, I'm actually getting a really dry mouth, and I usually have a drink right here, but today I'm actually fasting and I'm just drinking a lot of water, and I just need my caffeine to sort of get out of my system. Anyway, but for the sneaker laundry, I post so much because it's the human checking of the phone that I'm looking for. So every hour we have a brand new Instagram story, right? Because every single hour someone's checking their phone, right? So you just blast through Instagram stories, right? So why wouldn't you have so many Instagram stories? So anytime a customer or someone checks their phone, you will be there. There's no point just posting one Instagram story a day, because as soon as they watched it, you don't exist to them anymore. For the next 24 hours, you're just gone. So that's why I really, really believe that, yes, there's an algorithm, but I feel like the algorithm is very common sense. Obviously, post at the hours that all your freaking customers are on their phones. But at the same time, why I don't believe there's an algorithm, you should post more frequently, more content, because people are checking their phones all the time. Like, let's be real, like 50% of passengers, sorry, I lied. 99% of passengers in cars are looking at their phones. 50% of drivers are looking at their phones. Everyone on trains are looking at their phones. When you're even walking, people are looking at their phones when they should be watching out for cars and not getting killed. But they're on their phone. We live in a modern day that everyone is glued to their phone. No matter what needs to be done, we can get it done on our phones. So therefore, I don't see why people should not be creating 10, 20 content pieces a day. And it doesn't have to be anything crazy. It just needs to be, hey, we sell the sneaker cleaning product. Swipe up. That's it. It needs to be that, or it needs to be our store is open today from 10 till 9 p.m. Anything. It could be, look, this is a new product and whatnot. That's what I believe. That's rule number 2 for me. Don't believe in the algorithm. It's something that, because if someone really knew the algorithm, they will be crushing it. Absolutely crushing it on Facebook and Instagram. Rule number 3 for me for social media marketing is that there is no such thing as too much content, but there is such things as shit content, right? So I believe that you should be posting a lot, because if you guys follow us on all our social medias, HaoYouPhill, I lied, my personal Instagram, I don't post shit, but all my business Instagrams, I'm always constantly creating content. The reason why I feel that good content, and a lot of it is good, because it's awareness. You're building awareness. But at the same time, there is shit content. Like, there's some content out there that I'm just like, what on earth have you actually thought of before releasing this? Same time I say this is me contradicting myself, but don't overthink your content. Don't perfect your content, because Instagram posts only last 12 hours, right? Instagram stories only last 12 to 24 hours. So post it. If someone engages to it, someone engages to it. If they don't, it gets deleted. Same as Snapchat, same as Instagram, you can delete it. Facebook, you can delete it. So be sure to create content, be sure to make as much content as possible, and be sure to run campaigns. Don't try to post so much crap about everything. Be sure that you run a campaign and you know the duration of your campaign. So the way I say that is like the Melbourne pop-up. Right now, our Melbourne pop-up is in the next 7 days. On my Instagram stories and Instagram feed and Instagram everything, Facebook events, is all pushing that one thing. Melbourne pop-up. The reason why I do that is that it's a constant reminder. It is a constant reminder that, hey, it's the Melbourne pop-up this weekend. It's the Melbourne pop-up this weekend. If you're trying to if you're actually trying to sell too many things to a customer has no idea, and you're giving them way too many options. Like, I try to sell a customer one thing, and then when they come into your store, that's when you start selling them other things, because you can't constantly keep pushing this like attitude of trying to sell 100 products. Pretend if my Instagram was literally, okay, today we're selling the jacket. Tomorrow we're selling the hoodie. The next day we're selling the t-shirt. The following day we're selling socks. The following day it's just way too much. And you can't actually see the conversion of it. Number 4, converting. Rule number 4 is converting for me. Because conversions to me is the dollar figure. An actual dollar figure. If it's not making money, you are not converting. I totally understand if your ad or your Facebook and social media marketing is for awareness. If you're not a top tier company that's earning over $3 million, $5 million a year, you need to convert. Simple. Hands down, need to convert and make money. Because you want, like, as us small businesses, we want to see the conversions. We want to see that the $10 that we just put on Instagram, $10 that we just put on Facebook makes us $100. That's what we want to see. And that's what you guys should be looking towards. And I'm not going to fully break down all my secrets and trades and all whatnot. But if you're wanting to convert, you need to do swipe ups. You need to do links. You need to be sure that your website is optimized. Optimizing a website is the key and the core to converting customers. If you're a customer, right? And if I was at a swipe up and I swiped up, I'm like, hey, okay, cool. I want to buy this jacket. And I swipe up and you send me to your bloody homepage and it takes me more than a minute to look for that jumper, jacket, or whatever the hell I said. It's over. It is actually over. What you guys are not understanding is that if you redirect someone from one app to another app, that customer's already pissed off, right? Because trust me guys, you hate getting converted to another app. So just say if you went from Instagram to your Safari, your Firefox, your Mozilla, or whatever you use to surf the internet, and you have to look for it, you can't be bothered. That's way too much time. And you're purchasing real estate on a customer's phone. And that's what you got to understand. If you want to sell on Instagram, be sure that your Shopify, your Big Cartel, whatever e-commerce store that base you're using has a link to Instagram and is able to purchase the product. So now, if you guys don't know, Instagram actually allows you to sell products on Instagram. So like you can click on it. It has like a little like shopping bag thing. You can click on it and you can see the product. And if you click on that product, it will take you straight to the website that product is on. That's what you want. You don't want to push them to a landing page. If you're pushing a customer to a landing page, you better be converting a landing page. Okay, so sorry. If you guys don't know what a landing page is a landing page is usually a page that collects data, collects email addresses, phone numbers, or has a survey of some sort. If your landing page does not convert into any of that information or details that a customer needs to give out, you're wasting your time. I hate to say this, purely wasting time. Like, it's all good to get likes, and I literally call it Facebook and Instagram like money. It's fake. Like cool. You've got 1,000 likes, but really, have you got a sale from those 1,000 likes? Probably not, because your website's not optimized. Your website's not working the way it should be working. And I truly believe conversion, actual converting people from likes, from subscribe, from follow, from whatever, to customers. That's the true conversion. Awareness game, whoop-de-fucking-do. If you're doing it just for awareness, you really need to be running such a huge campaign that the awareness is so worldwide that it's reaching tens to hundreds of thousands of people to get that awareness out. By all means, I respect that. But I'm going to give you guys a breakdown of massive awareness campaigns, right? So Mercedes-Benz sell their premium like AMG models for like 150 grand plus, right? But to actually make that vehicle probably only cost them less than 10. But you guys are actually not putting in the factor of how much they spend on marketing just that car. Marketing just that car probably cost them $40,000 each car sold. So all the massive Mercedes billboards, all the massive fucking commercials, all the massive TV thingers, one car sold would cost them $40,000 of marketing. That's why the car is probably 100 grand, 150 grand. They really budgeted that in. Marketing cost is huge, and that's why when I say that if you're playing the awareness game, your product either be hella good, it would be hella expensive, and your cost of goods must be super low. Anyway, so that's my rule number 4, that you actually need to convert. Conversion is very important. Number 5, something that I said prior all this crap, it is optimizing your website. Optimizing your website is number 1 uno rule. Like, optimizing a website goes from having great photos, easy navigation, and at the same time being user friendly, right? If you have to purchase something and it takes you longer than a minute to purchase it, that's way too long already. And that sounds like not a lot of time, but if it takes a customer 1 minute to purchase on your website something they know they want, it's taking way too long. So you need to be able to have an optimized website and be able to upsell. Like, for example, the Sneaker Laundry, we have a free shipping banner on top of our website that notifies you as soon as you put something in your cart. You're like, oh damn, I've only got $10 left to get free shipping, but our standard shipping is $10, so people will save money. Stuff like that. Stuff like giving customers 10% discount, subscribing to your Facebook Messenger apps, subscribing to your email list, give them a discount for doing that. You really, really need to understand that a website needs to be optimized to the point of even uploading photos that are only 100 kilobytes or less, because that means when you do a Google search, your SEO, which is your search searching engine optimizing, is really good. They rank you by how fast your website actually loads. If you're uploading 1 gig videos on your fucking website, and if someone has a really slow internet and that page takes forever to load, they're not shopping on your thingo. Pretend loading 10 photos at 3 megabytes each on your phone. That will take you so long, and it doesn't even sound that big. If your whole website is only 1 megabyte to load, trust me guys, you'll get more sales. People will find it very easy to navigate through your website. That's why I truly believe, like, I don't want so many photos on my website, but if I do have so many photos on it, they need to be super low, like file size. A lot of people are like, oh, you know what? The lower the file size, the shitter the quality is and whatnot. No, trust me guys, there's apps out there that can actually resize the image without losing quality. That's the smartest thing to do. Have very small sized images on your website so it loads faster. There's a whole bunch of other things, like being sure that customers sign up to like some sort of account. They have to create an account. Like, guys, I'm going to give you guys a great example. Sneaker Boy, when you register your interest to purchase a fucking Yeezy, they're taking your data and retargeting you on Facebook and Instagram. That's what they're doing. They're sending you mass emails. They're sending you whatnot, all this crap. That is called marketing conversion. That is insanely smart. That is great website optimizing right there. I have to admit. Like, pretend how many people have registered all over the world on Sneaker Boy's website, and how much data they have collected from millions of people. Their email list would be huge, like absolutely huge, and their conversion on emails would be great as well. That's why I mean that you need to optimize your website, and then all the other rules that I have set before this will make social media marketing easier for you. There's so many things that I could possibly keep rambling on and go really dive super deep into social media marketing, but this is my top 5 rules that you should do for social media marketing. If you guys want to know more, let me know in the comments below what you guys want me to talk about, something that maybe I can help a subscriber or follower on this podcast. I will literally sit down and speak about your problems and how I possibly think that would be a good idea. Maybe we can even run a scenario. If you guys have some good scenarios and whatnot, I would love to help you guys out. I appreciate you guys for listening. Thank you so much, and I appreciate it. Arigato gozaimasu. Konnichiwa, mother effers. Peace. Thank you. I fucking love this podcast.